Hi, I'm Georgia. I work at Freedom. I am now an Associate Advisor at Freedom Financial Planning. I have previously been the back office manager, but now am working my way into an advisor role, hopefully at some point. So currently helping out in the associate space.
What made you get into this industry in the beginning?
I just landed in it by accident. But then from being in the industry, I have learnt so much and see the value of what we do to clients, and so it's really fulfilled my desire to help other people, and that's what's kept me in this industry. I think educating clients, because there's a lot we don't know as human beings in a lot of areas, and being able to educate clients on different areas and just build their confidence as well, I find that's a really rewarding thing.
What are the common challenges you face? Like, what problems do you tackle on a day-to-day basis?
Probably the biggest challenge we seem to have these days is compliance. So the industry has had a big overhaul in the last few years, and that makes the landscape that we work in consistently changing. So it's just making sure that we can stay up to date with all the changes, still give our clients the best service, but it's very competitive and stay up with all those changes.
When you're chatting to your friends, what kind of advice do you give them knowing what you...
I think there's probably a bit of a misconception with younger clients that they think, oh, it's not really for me at this point in time. That's something I'll deal with later in life. I do think that is a very incorrect view, I suppose, of it, because it is just really important to start learning and educating yourself in these different fields while you're younger, so you can just put your groundwork in now and be in a position that you want to be when you get closer to retirement and along the way.
What advice would you give a family in their 40s with 10-year-old kids?
I guess it depends. Everyone's got different situations. But it is really important that people are aware of, say, their insurances and how to protect themselves and their family in a lot of different situations. So definitely speaking to a financial advisor is really important, and it does help you set yourself up for the future that you and your partner or your family want.
Is there a minimum household income before someone sees a financial advisor?
In my opinion, no. There's a lot of aspects when it comes to financial planning, so I think that even if it might not be necessarily the investment side, there's always still insurances. There are a lot of things that are entwined, so I don't think that's necessarily the be-all and end-all, but it just depends on everyone's goals and what they are wanting to achieve also as to whether it's appropriate for them or not.
What kind of tips would you give a first home buyer who is saving for their first home?
Oh, I don't really know.
Money saving tips?
Yeah, I think sometimes that people are saving for their first home, they do forget about little tips and tricks that possibly even comes into play with superannuation, and just even taxable, how to possibly reduce their taxable income, which ultimately can help them save more for a first home. So just educating yourself, having a budget in place. Consistency is probably the biggest thing. They're probably the couple of tips.
What's your go-to dad joke?
Oh, God. I don't think I've got any. There's no jokes left in here. There's too much compliance.
And where do you see the industry going?
I definitely think the compliance side of things in the industry might come back a little bit, but there's definitely a lot of opportunity for growth in the industry, for clients. It's still a very in-demand industry field. It's very important. That's never going to change. So it's just making sure that advisors and practices continue to support clients in a way that best suits them, and it allows businesses to still operate.
What's tonight all about?
Tonight is all about rewarding our clients and getting a little get-together, seeing our clients outside of the workspace, getting their friends and families involved, and just a sort of out-of-office space.